Thank you very much, Mr. Rondom, representative of the International Young Christian. I now ask Mr. Dantas, representative of World Alliance of Young Men's Christian Association, to take up the floor, and at the same time ask Mr. Sigliano, representative of the Organization of the Entities Mutuals of the Americas, to come on the podium.
To every single person in this assembly hall, I would like to wish a good afternoon. My name is Romulo Dantas, I'm 30 years old, and I represent here the World YMCA. And today, by the way, we are celebrating 168 years of existence. Let me start with a little story, my personal story. I was born in São Paulo, Brazil, and I grew up in one of the poorest and most violent areas of my city. And I have seen most of my friends not having the same kind of opportunities I had to overcome the challenge of poverty. My situation led me to a condition of low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and as some of my friends, I could have ended up without a proper education, without decent work, in jail, or even killed from involvement in criminal activities. Tragically, most of these stories are direct product of the lack of opportunities for youth, and employment is one of the most basic of these absences. I'm here today able to speak with you because of the important work of civil society organizations, in my case, the YMCA. And I want to illustrate with my story how it is close to the stories of maybe the majority of the young people worldwide that do not have the chances I have to be here speaking with you today. Every single day in our branches, millions of young people come to share the challenges of their daily lives, and many of them are bringing to us messages of lack of hope, lack of employment opportunities, lack of minimal conditions on their workplace, and so on and so forth. This is taking their shine, their natural shine away. We cannot only wait for the big macroeconomic policies and economic growth to solve the situation and create jobs. There is much more we can do while those big challenges are yet to be solved, and they must be. We are part of a group of international youth organizations and regional youth platforms, gathering more than 150 million young people worldwide, ICMIO, the international organization, the international coordination meeting of youth organizations. In the YMCA, we reach 58 million people. And in our particular case, we have more than 357,000 young people participating in employment programs in different areas such as vocational training, entrepreneurship, and etc. And a good number of those programs have shown success rates in terms of employing people as high as 65% to 85%. We can double those numbers if we have the correct partners. And who are those partners? We believe you are the partners. We exist to serve and to empower young people and not to interfere with the historic structure of the ILO. We do not want to be the fourth arm of this organization, but we do want an official and proper space where we can sit together and talk business to scale up good initiatives on employment in a cost-effective manner. This is urgent. While we are talking here, thousands of young people have returned home today after a long day of search for a job, and they didn't have a proper meal. As you imagine, most of them did not succeed. These are the people who are in need of our attention and cannot afford to wait anymore. My request for you today is to help us to create a space where richer dialogue can take place, where we can bring the voices of young people together with other social partners from the civil society to continue to build and inspire the invaluable work of all of you, trade unions, governments, and employers. Listening to the voices of youth is key to address the issue of youth unemployment, and this is not one theme for only one ILC. This is a historical problem that we all have to tackle together. Put yourselves in our side and imagine a discussion about decent work anywhere in the world without your participation. Why should we youth organizations dealing every single day with young people in the grassroots not to have the same chance to express those relevant voices? You have here the power to help us in this endeavor by creating space for us to see inclusion of language in the outcome document that articulates a clear mandate for ILO to strengthen the dialogue with us who are passionate about youth, who have great experience, and in many cases have the reach that just a few institutions have. In conclusion, I want to reiterate, we want to do it on the limits and nature of your system. We are respectful and we know the challenges you had to build this tripartite structure. We want to be your partners in keeping ILO relevant to the world of work. We respect who you are. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dantas, representative of World Alliance of Young Men's Christian Association. I ask now Mr. Sigil